The old mailbox by the road still leans against the rain, with its faded little numbers and a whisper of our name. There were letters every Friday, there were postcards from afar, there were dreams inside the envelopes like wishes on a star. Time may rust the handle and the road may change its view, but every letter from those days still brings me back to you. The old mailbox by the road still holds the years gone by, like an old song in the evening, like a tear I'd never cry. The old mailbox by the road still calls my heart back home. Every memory it carries says I'm never all alone. Mama waited by the window when the mailman made his round. Daddy read the family letters with a soft and grateful sound. There were news from distant cousins, there were prayers written in blue, there were promises of coming home when the harvest season grew. Now the house is standing quiet and the years have moved along, but the words they sent still find me like a faithful old-time song. The old mailbox by the road still holds the years gone by, like an old song in the evening, like a tear I never cried. The old mailbox by the road still calls my heart back home. Every memory it carries says I'm never all alone. Ooh, the letters stay, ooh, like yesterday. Ooh, every melody brings my old home back to me. If I could open one more letter from the hands I used to hold, I would read each line like sunlight, turning every shadow gold. For love is never silent when the heart remembers well. It lives inside the old songs and the stories letters tell. The old mailbox by the road still holds the years gone by, like an old song in the evening, like a tear I never cry. The old mailbox by the road still calls my heart back home. Every memory it carries says I'm never all alone. The old mailbox by the road still keeps a place for me, where every word once written turns to golden melody. Ooh, the letters stay, ooh, like yesterday. Ooh, every melody brings my old home back to me. When the evening settles and the old songs softly load, I remember every letter in the mailbox by the road. The old shoes by the door still rest beside the frame, like they're waiting for the footsteps of the ones who never came. There was mud upon the leather from the fields behind the house, and I still can hear the laughter when the evening settled down. Time may change the hallway and the floor may lose its shine, but love still leaves a footprint on this heart of mine. The old shoes by the door still bring the old days near, like a song beside the window, like a voice I used to hear. The old shoes by the door still walk through memory. Every step becomes a prayer that leads my heart back home to me. Daddy wore them every morning when the sunlight touched the land. Mama wiped the dust off gently with her patient, loving hands. There were suppers after hard days, there were prayers before we slept, there were promises in silence that our faithful hearts still kept. Now the fields are standing quiet and the barn is wearing gray, but when the old songs find me, I can hear those footsteps play. The old shoes by the door still bring the old days near, like a song beside the window, like a voice I used to hear. The old shoes by the door still walk through memory. Every step becomes a prayer that leads my heart back home to me. Ooh, the steps remain, ooh, through joy and pain. Ooh, every melody brings my old home back to me. If I could hear one morning those shoes across the floor, I would run into the hallway like I did in days before. For love is in the walking through the ordinary days, in every road they traveled and every prayer they raised. Shoes by the door still bring the old days near, like a song beside the window, like a voice I used to hear. The old shoes by the door still walk through memory. Every step becomes a prayer that leads my heart back home to me. The old shoes by the door by the hands that worked in silence and the hearts that gave their best. Ooh, the steps remain, ooh, through joy and pain. Ooh, every melody that brings my old home back to me. So when the evening settles and the old song softly pour, I remember every journey in the old shoes by the door.
Mist is hanging low, sunlight through the pine trees where the wildflowers grow. I came here tired and empty, with nothing left to prove. But somewhere in the silence I felt my heart renew. The world below was calling loud, but peace was waiting in the clouds. Morning on the mountain, mercy in the air. Every breeze was whispering God was already there. Morning on the mountain, light across my soul. I came up here broken, but I'm walking down made whole. There's a chapel in the valley with a bell that softly rings, and it sounds just like an angel teaching weary hearts to sing. I knelt beside the old stone wall where the morning shadows lay, and I gave him every burden I had carried all the way. I didn't need a sign so grand, just his peace and steady hand. Morning on the mountain, mercy in the air. Every breeze was whispering God was already there. Morning on the mountain, light across my soul. I came up here broken, but I'm walking down made whole. Higher than my sorrow, deeper than my fear, there's a love that finds me every time I'm here. Morning on the mountain, mercy in the air. Every breeze was whispering God was already there. Morning on the mountain, light across my soul. I came up here broken, but I'm walking down made whole. I came up here broken, but I'm walking down made whole. cried alone, begging you to let me go, from the pain I couldn't face, from the weight I couldn't take. I thought freedom and escape, running far from all the pain. I didn't see what you could see, didn't know what I would be. I was breaking in the dark, trying to outrun my heart. If you had let me go, I would still be lost, chasing shadows on my own, never knowing what it cost. If you had said goodbye when I walked away, I would never find the light I am standing in today. Looking back, I see it now. Every tear, every doubt was a road I had to walk to become who I am now. You were there when I said no, you stayed when I let go. Every time I tried to leave, you were holding on to me. I was lost, but you could see everything I couldn't be. If you had let me go, I would still be lost, chasing shadows on my own, never knowing what it cost. If you had said goodbye when I walked away, I would never find the light I am standing in today. You didn't leave me in the night, you didn't give up on my life. Even when I turned away, you were there. You chose to stay. If you had let me go, I would still be lost, chasing shadows on my own, never knowing what it cost. If you had said goodbye when I walked away, I would never find the light I am standing in today. Now I see what you have done. You were there through everyone, every fall, every cry. You were standing by my side. If you had let me go, if you had let me go. I was walking all alone down a road I'd never known, when a stranger passed me by with a calm and gentle smile. He said, "Child, don't be afraid, there's a path already made." Then he walked there by my side, through the valleys, through the night. He was there along the way, every night and every day. He would call me by my name. I didn't know who he could be, why he stayed so close to me, but I felt a peace inside as he walked there by my side. Lifted me with gentle hands, helped me rise again to stand. He was there along the way, every night and every day, in the silence, in the rain. He would call me by my name. I didn't know who he could be, why he stayed so close to me, but I felt a peace inside as he walked there by my side. Then I saw with opened eyes, it was you in disguise. Every step, every mile, it was you there all the while. You were there along the way, every night and every day, in the silence, in the rain. You were calling out my name. Now I know who you have been. You were closer than my skin. Every step, every stride, you were walking by my side. Down on Maple Road where the red clay runs, past the bean fields reaching for the sun, there's a little glass jar on a kitchen shelf, holding more than seed and dust itself. Mabel Joy lived by the county bend, where the fence line broke and the pines began. She kept old seeds in a mason jar, labeled by season, field, and farm. There were collards from a neighbor's hand, corn from her daddy's bottomland, beans from the summer the rain came late, sunflowers saved from a funeral gate. She'd tell the children on the porch each spring, don't judge a seed by how small it seems. The Lord can hide a forest wide in something your fingers barely find. She never had much but a patch of ground, a Bible worn where the pages brown, and every time the hard years showed, she planted faith beside Maple Road. There was hope in troubled dream. The radio warned, the porch bell swung, and the old church siren began to hum. Wind tore through with a freight train cry, lifted tin roofs toward the sky, broke the barn and split the pine, scattered years in a matter of time. By morning light the town stood still, windows gone from the chapel hill, fields laid flat beneath the rain, and Mabel's house was a splintered frame. She found that jar near the cellar door, cracked on the side but holding more, and with trembling hands she whispered low, Lord, help us plant what's left to sow. There was hope in the seed jar, grace in the ground, mercy in the waiting when no rain came down. Every little promise the world called too small was resting in the hands of the Lord over all. When the fields looked empty and the cold wind blowed, heaven was still working on Maple Road. Neighbors came with boards and nails, coffee cans and weathered pails. Nobody asked who had lost the most. They just worked like family coast to coast. Mabel opened that mason jar, set it down on the hood of a car, said take a seat and choose a road, let something live and tell what God can grow. Little girls pressed beans and clay, grandmas knelt down soft to pray, hands that shook from grief and strain started finding strength again. And by sundown on that broken land, there were garden rows from hand to hand. No one knew if the crop would rise, but faith looked brighter in everybody's eyes. Sometimes the blessing starts buried deep underneath what we couldn't keep. Sometimes the Lord will let love grow where the storm left nothing but sorrow. A seed don't say when it first goes down, it waits in silence beneath the ground. But the Father sees what we cannot see, roots of mercy moving secretly. Out past Hallelujah Hollow, where the red clay road runs still, there's a hand pump by the cedar trees at the foot of Shepherd's Hill. And hanging from a rusty nail, where the morning shadows fell, was a little dented drinking cup, the tin cup at Gracewell. Elsie may live by the pasture fence, with a garden full of peppermint, a screen door song and a flower-dusted chair, and a habit of beginning every day in prayer. Her daddy dug that well by hand, back when cotton ruled the bottomland. He carved one verse on a cedar rail: living water never fails. Folks would stop when the sun was high, wipe the road dust from their eyes, drink cold water from that battered cup, then leave a little lighter than they showed up. Elsie said the Lord can use a common thing, a nail, a cup, a broken string. What looks too simple for heaven to bless can still pour grace on wilderness. There was hope in the tin cup at Gracewell, for every thirsty heart with a story it couldn't tell. Not silver, not shining, not polished for the town, just a humble little vessel where God's love came down. When the road turned dusty, when the spirit felt dry, there was still living water underneath that country sky. There was hope in the tin cup at Gracewell. One late summer when the creek ran low and the corn stood tired in uneven rows, a stranger came walking from the county line with a coat on his shoulder and a troubled mind. He kept his eyes on the gravel ground like he feared old names in a small town crowd. His hands were rough, his face was worn like a field left standing after hail and storm. Elsie saw him by the cedar shade where the pump handle cried and the shadows played. He reached for the cup but stopped halfway like shame had taught his hand to stay. She stepped outside with her apron tied, said, "Water's free, come rest a while. No one earns what the Father gives. Take and drink so your soul can live." He said, "Man, you don't know where I've been. All the bridges burned by my foolish sin." She said, "Child, grace is deeper still than any valley beneath this hill." There was hope in the tin cup at Gracewell, for every thirsty heart with a story it couldn't tell. Not silver, not shining, not polished for the town, just a humble little vessel where God's love came down. When the road turned dusty, when the spirit felt dry, there was still living water underneath that country sky. There was hope in the tin cup at Gracewell. His name was Thomas from the ridge out west, running from a debt in his own chest. He'd left a daughter and a wife in tears and carried silence 7 bitter years. Elsie didn't ask him to explain, didn't dress her sorrow up in blame. She brought him bread and a place to sit, then prayed so soft that the room grew still. By evening light he pulled a photograph, 2 little girls by a broken path. One had eyes like the morning blue and a ribbon tied in her Sunday shoes. He said, "I wrote but never sent a line. I thought forgiveness had missed its time." Elsie pointed where the well rope hung and said, "The Lord ain't finished with anyone. Sometimes redemption starts with water, sometimes it starts with bread, sometimes it starts when someone hears the words we never said." Sometimes the way back home is not a highway wide, but a dusty road, a trembling soul, and mercy walking beside. A tin cup swinging, a cedar rail, a tired hand that thought it failed. But Jesus meets the dry and worn and makes a well where hope is born. Day Thomas took the road with Elsie's Bible and a folded note. She packed him apples and a jar of beans and said, "Go home by grace, not by what you've seen." Weeks went by and the autumn came. Maple leaves burned like altar flame. Elsie kept the cup on the rusty nail and prayed by the well when the daylight paled. Then one Sunday after church bells rang, a wagon rolled down a narrow lane. Tom stepped out with tears in his eyes and a woman beside him trying not to cry. Two little girls ran through the grass, past a cedar rail in the garden path. They drank from the cup and laughed out loud, like heaven had opened above that ground. There was hope in the tin cup at Grace Well, for every thirsty heart with a story it couldn't tell. There's a place beyond the sky where no tear will ever cry, where the night will turn to day and the sorrow fades away. I can almost hear the sound of the joy that will be found when I reach that distant shore. I'll be home forevermore. On that golden shore I will stand in the light of His own hand. All the pain will be no more when I reach that golden shore. On that golden shore I will sing with the saints and angels ring. Every heart forever whole, safe within His endless home. Through the trials here below, there's a promise that I know. Every step is drawing near to a place beyond all fear. On that golden shore I will stand in the light of His own hand. All the pain will be no more when I reach that golden shore. On that golden shore I will sing with the saints and angels ring. Every heart forever whole, safe within His endless home. On that golden shore. This is not just words I sing, this is everything I've been. Every tear and every scar shows me just how good You are. Every road that led me here, every doubt, every fear, now I see it all was grace leading me into this place. This is my song of grace, lifted high in every place, through the dark and through the light. You have been my guiding light. This is my song of grace. I will sing it all my days. Every breath, every word will declare what I have heard. I don't hide who I have been, all my loss, all my sin. You have turned it all around. Now my voice will be the same. This is my song of grace, lifted high in every place, through the dark and through the light. You have been my guiding light. This is my song of grace. I will sing it all my days. Every breath, every word will declare what I Acoustic guitar opens with a warm front porch picking pattern. Mandoliners with a gentle bluegrass roll. Fiddle answers like evening wind over a dusty road. Upright bass comes in soft and steady. Light drums build naturally before vocal. Ooh. There's a candle in the general store by the window facing west, where the tired hands of working folks come lay their burdens down to rest. Mabel Ann ran the general store with flour sacks stacked by the wooden door. She knew who needed coffee, who needed bread, and who just needed kind words said. Her husband built the counter out of pine back when hope was young and love was time. But he went home one harvest night and left her with the shelves and the porch light. She never called herself a saint. She had bills to pay and walls to paint. But every morning before the sign said open, she prayed for every heart half broken. There was a candle in the general store, burning when the rain would pour, like a little flame of heaven's grace in an ordinary place. When the road got long and souls felt poor, God kept shining mercy through the candle in the general store. One November when the mill shut down, hard times walked through that little town. Men stood quiet by the railroad line with empty lunch pails and worried eyes. Mabel wrote names in a ledger book, not for debt, but so the Lord could look. She said, take what you need and pay when you can. The Savior still provides through willing hands. Some folks cried by the apple crate, ashamed to ask, afraid too late. But Mabel smiled and softly said, grace don't charge for daily bread. There was a candle in the general store, burning when the rain would pour, like a little flame of heaven's grace in an ordinary place. When the road got long and souls felt poor, God kept shining mercy through the candle in the general store. A young girl named Rosie came in one night with a bruised up heart and a face gone white. Her daddy drank his sorrow mead, and her mama had left back in Tennessee. Mabel locked the door and pulled a chair, brushed the dust from Rosie's hair, then wrapped her in an old quilt blue and whispered, child, the Lord sees you. No thunder rolled, no angels came, just one small room and a holy name. But something broke in Rosie's fear when love sat down and drew her near. Some churches have a steeple tall, some have canned goods on the wall. Some altars shine with polished stone, some are counters where kindness is shown. Every loaf, every prayer, every coat placed on a chair can be a sermon, can be a song, can tell the weak they still belong. There was a candle in the general store, burning when the rain would pour, like a little flame of heaven's grace in an ordinary place. When the road got long and souls felt poor, God kept shining mercy through the candle in the general store. There was a candle in the general store, still glowing after Mabel walked through heaven's door. For every life her kindness changed, kept passing on that holy flame. And the God who sees the small things we ignore lit a town with mercy through the candle in the general store. By the window, past the rain, love kept burning in Jesus' name. Ooh, God kept shining mercy through the candle in the general store. As the day is coming to an end, every moment starts to blend. All the things I've done and said running softly through my head. Some were right and some were wrong, some were weak and some were strong. Still I know through all of it, you were there, you never quit. As I lay me down tonight, rest within your light. Every worry fades away as I choose to trust and pray. As I close my weary eyes, I release what's in my mind. In your care I now remain till the morning comes again. Take the things I couldn't change, every loss and every pain. Hold them in your loving hands, just the way you always planned. As I lay me down tonight, I will rest within your light. Every worry fades away as I choose to trust and pray. As I close my weary eyes, I release what's in my mind. In your care I now remain till the morning comes again. Watch over me through the night, keep me safe till morning light. Every breath, every dream, resting in your peace serene. As I choose to trust and pray, as I lay me down tonight.
we said forever, the sky was turning gold. There were roses by the pathway, and the night was soft and slow. You were standing by the willow with the sunset in your eyes, and I felt the whole world listening as the stars began to rise. We had no way of knowing where the years would take us through, but every dream felt certain when I was standing there with you. The evening we said forever still shines inside my heart, like an old song in the distance, though the years have moved apart. The evening we said forever still keeps my love alive, and every time the old songs play, I see that golden sky. There were letters in your pocket, there were flowers in your hand, there were prayers beneath the moonlight. Only young hearts understand. You said love would be our shelter, I said I would not let go, and the wind became a witness to the vows we whispered low. Now the seasons keep on turning, and the road has changed its view, but every evening full of gold still brings me back to you. The evening we said forever still shines inside my heart, like an old song in the distance, though the years have moved apart. The evening we said forever still keeps my love alive, and every time the old songs play, I see that golden sky. Time would bring that evening to my open arms once more, I would hold the light more closely than I ever did before. For love is not a promise that the years can take away. It lives inside the old songs and returns with every day. We said forever still shines inside my heart, like an old song in the distance, though the years have moved apart. The evening we said forever still keeps my love alive, and every time the old songs play, I see that golden sky. The evening was a prayer beneath the heavens that still leads me back to you. Ooh, forever stay. Ooh, through the passing day. Ooh, every melody brings your love back home to me. So when the evening turns to gold and the old song softly rise, I'll meet you where forever lives, beneath that golden sky.
At the end of a road where the cedar trees lean, past the mailbox rusted and the pasture green, there's a little white house where the curtains are drawn, but every night the porch light stays on. Ruth Ellen married in the summer of '69, with a lace white dress and a borrowed dime. Her husband Thomas built their house by hand on 5 small acres of stubborn land. They raised 3 children and a garden row, watched hard years come and soft years go, and every evening when the sun sank low, they thanked the Lord for one more road home. But time can move like a river wide, carry names to the other side. And when Thomas left beneath an April rain, Ruth kept lighting that porch again. The porch light stayed on through the dark and the rain, through the lonely midnight, through the ache and the pain, like a prayer in the window, like a hymn before dawn. Love still had a place to land, so the porch light stayed on. Caleb took the road out west, with restless fire burning in his chest. He said, "Mama, don't wait up for me." But she smiled through tears by the old oak tree. Years went quiet, letters came slow, some with joy and some with sorrow. He worked in diners, he slept in cars, chased empty promises under city stars. Ruth would kneel by the rocking chair, call his name in her evening prayer. And though the county road looked cold and long, every night that little light shone strong. The porch light stayed on through the dark and the rain, through the lonely midnight, through the ache and the pain, like a prayer in the window, like a hymn before dawn. Love still had a place to land, so the porch light stayed on. One December when the frost lay white, a pickup rolled in after midnight. Caleb stepped down with a tired face, carrying shame like a heavy suitcase. He saw that glow on the porch railwood, and for the first time he understood mercy was more than words folks say. It was a light that never turned away. Ruth opened the door with trembling hands, no questions asked, no harsh demands, just come inside, son, you're not too far. The Lord still knows right where you are. Some homes are built with nails and pine, some are built with grace and time. Some prayers wait through years of tears till the prodigal heart finally hears, and heaven shines in simple things. A screen door's creak, a kettle steam, a mother's faith, a father's call, a light left burning through it The porch light stayed on through the dark and the rain, through the lonely midnight, through the ache and the pain, like a prayer in the window, like a hymn before dawn. Love still had a place to land, so the porch light stayed on. The porch light stayed on when the road bent wrong, when hope felt faded, when the night felt strong, and the God who waits with mercy never gone kept calling every wandering heart where the porch light stayed on. Past the fields, past the pines, grace was glowing all that time. Love still had a place to land, the porch light stayed on. The chapel bell was quiet, the fields were cracked and dry, but somewhere past the thunderheads, mercy filled the sky. Lila Jane kept flowers by the church front door, though the garden hadn't bloomed since the spring before. She swept the steps every Saturday night, lit 2 candles by the altar light. Her husband used to sing in the second row with a baritone voice that could shake your soul. But he'd gone home one winter dawn, and still she came with her Sunday dress on. Some folks wondered how she kept her faith, with sorrow written softly on her face. But she'd smile and say, the Lord still knows where every broken hallelujah goes. Then the rain came down on Sunday over the old church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green when the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. were summer long with empty wells and weary songs. Farmers stood beneath the copper sun, counting rows where the harvest hadn't come. Little Sam from the county line brought his jar of nickels and a paper sign. It read, "For rain, if heaven hears." And Lila smiled through tender tears. She placed that jar beneath the cross, beside all hope that looked almost lost, and said, "Child, faith is planting seeds before the clouds are what you see." Then the rain came down on Sunday over the old church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green when the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. That morning no one came in late. Every pew was full by 8:30. The choir wore blue, the sky wore gray, and thunder rolled 2 miles away. Lila stood to sing alone, a hymn her husband used to know. Her voice was thin, but it did not break, like a candle burning for mercy's sake. And when she sang, "Lord, lead me on," the whole church slowly joined the song. Then through the sound of prayer and praise, the first drop touched the window pane. Some miracles come rushing fast, some take years to bloom at last. Some look like rain on a wooden floor, or a widow walking through one more door. Some answers fall from a clouded sky, some grow quiet where old tears dry. But every prayer, no matter how small, is heard by the Father of us all. Church roof, falling like forgiveness, falling like the truth. It washed the dust from every window, turned the dry fields green when the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. The rain came down on Sunday like a hymn from heaven's hands, over graves and garden rows, over every thirsty land. And the God who sees the sparrow and the seed beneath the clay sent mercy through the thunder on that blessed Sunday rain. Ooh, the fields grew green, the river rose, and every heart found hope to hold. Ooh, the rain came down on Sunday. Grace was more than something seen. For the days that shaped my way, for the nights I learned to pray, for the times I stood so strong and the times I felt so wrong. For the joy and for the pain, for the loss and for the gain, every step has brought me through to this place. I stand with you. For this life I thank you, Lord, every blessing you highs and through the lows, still your goodness always shows. For this life I lift my voice, in your love I now rejoice. Every breath I take is true. For this life I thank you. Something more than the grace I found before. Every moment, big or small, you were present through it all. For this life I thank you, Lord. Every blessing you have poured, through the highs and through the lows, still your goodness always shows. For this life I lift my voice, in your love I now rejoice. Every breath I take is true. For this life I thank you. Even when I didn't see, you were working faithfully. Every path that I have known led me closer to your throne. For this life I thank you, Lord. Every blessing you have poured, through the highs and through the lows, still your goodness